Hello my dear friends, so welcome back. Welcome to your channel Cooking Astrology. First of all, I would like to thank all of you for subscribing my channel and liking my videos. Thanks a lot. So today in this video, let's try to understand planet Saturn placement in the 9th house of your Vedic astrological birth chart and what are the kind of results that are associated with this placement of Saturn. Also, I'm going to cover up the special aspects because Saturn is going to aspect 3 places away, 7 places away and 10 places away from its original placement. So what are the karmas that are associated with your 11th house of incoming gains, 3rd house of willpower and courage, and your 6th house of enemies? See, first of all, you have to have basic understandings regarding planet Saturn and the 9th house in Vedic astrology. On one hand, if I talk about regarding planet Saturn, this is a planet which represents some kind of a mental restrictions and boundaries that are present around you. Like you will not be able to move outside of that comfort zone to the new environment. Like your life is somewhat here, so your life is completely revolving around these kind of situations. And you are not be able to move out of that situations to some new situation. So that is because of the restrictions of Saturn. Because it is going to restrict that your complete life around that circle or around that area. Secondly, this is the planet which represents the struggles of your life. Everyone is having some different struggle towards the life. Some are struggling towards their love life, career, education, money, wealth, family. So that kind of struggles are purely governed by this planet. Even the kind of efforts or the amount of hard work that you are putting at something for getting the results from that area of your life. So that amount of hard work which you are putting. So that is a karka, Saturn is a karka of that hard work. Putting extra hours at something. All the industries, all the machineries, factories, any kind of a manufacturing centers, coal, iron, steel industry, even all the legal matters, lawyers, judges, everything is somewhat governed by Saturn. Also, this is a planet which represents slowness. Slowness in the sense like things which are going to take a lot of time, lot of patience that things are going to require. So that thing is also governed by Saturn. Even I will tell you, this is a planet which represents consistency at something, like how consistent you are. If you are doing meditation and yoga for daily for 10 to 15 minutes, so how consistently you are doing that kind of a thing. So that thing is seen from Saturn. Long-term vision, that kind of a long-term projects that you are having in your mind. So that is, everything is governed by this planet. It is a very, very important planet in 21st century, I will tell you, because specifically the 10th house and 11th house are two of the most important houses in Vedic astrology. And in the Kalpursh Kundli, 10th house of your Karam Bhava, you are putting your efforts, and 11th house of gains. So that two houses are governed by Saturn. And on the other hand, the 9th house in Vedic astrology, this is originally the house of your belief system. How strongly or how firmly do you believe in something? This is the house of your philosophical belief system and even the ideologies of your life. 9th house, it is the house of your gurus, the kind of teachers that you are going to get in your life. The kind of philosophy that is going to get reshaped because of the kind of guidance that you are receiving from your 9th house. That is your gurus, teachers, professors as well. 9th house, it is the house of your higher education as well. Even the long distance journeys, any kind of spiritual pilgrimages, or in the ancient days, 9th house is seen from the ancient pilgrimages, whether they are going to take any ancient pilgrimage in their life or not. So that thing is also seen from the 9th house. This is the house of your fortune, bhagya, like how strong your luck is favoring you towards the various aspects of life. Because hard work is very important, but support of your bhagyasthan, that is luck, that is also very important. And even I will tell you, 9th house is deeply connected with marriage. After 7th house, look directly the condition of the 9th house in order to determine your marriage perspective. So first of all, whenever you put Saturn in the 9th house, this Saturn is going to give you very, very, very firm conviction towards something. If they believe in something, then they're truly going to believe in that thing. And this is a kind of very straightforward kind of a personality. They are not very diplomatic, very that kind of a thing, but yes, they are very practical and very hardcore mindset of individuals, because Saturn in the 9th house, it is going to give them the practical belief system. If they believe in something, so they practically believe in that areas of the life. Second important thing is Saturn going into the 9th house. It also shows there are going to be some karmas which are connected with your marriage, spouse, in-laws and life partner as well. Initially, you will not be able to recognize that karmas, but after getting married to that person, after maybe 6 months, 1 year and 2 years, you are going to see like, yes, I have received the karmic spouse or life partner in my life. So that is the karma, and that too depends upon the planetary alignments of your 7th house and the condition of your 9th house. Whether that karmas are going to be very good or that are going to be very bad. Because Saturn in the 9th house, one aspect, one area of your life is going to completely karmic. Whether your career aspect or whether your specifically the marriage life. Because specifically if I talk about regarding the career side, Saturn although in the trine houses, 1st house, 5th house and 9th house, these placements of the Saturn, if it is very well dignified in its own sign or exalted, this is going to give you very strong foundation in your, like that very strong foundation of career pillar in your life. So like you will not be able to deviate from your career life, because these individuals main focus is towards the career, building that kind of a strong career and towards that incoming gains. Because specifically Saturn is directly aspecting your 3rd house. So that 3rd house, it is the house of your willpower and courage. So these are the individuals that are going to put extra hours at something. They are not going to receive anything very easily in their life, because whenever Saturn is governing all the trine houses, specifically 5th and 9th house, it means you have to put some hours of extra work in order to receive the desired results. And I have seen lot of successful individuals as well. Sometimes what Saturn is going to give you, it is going to give you very early on success. Around 25 and 30, these people are very successful, very like their life is going to be very happy and full of enjoyment. But sometimes there is complete opposite scenario that is going to get happen, specifically with the retrograde Saturn in the 9th house. Then the whole scenario of their life is going to get shifted towards various perspectives. Then it is no longer going to give you very strong foundation in any areas or any aspect of the life. Because if Saturn is aspecting the 3rd house, it means because of its malefic impact towards the 3rd house, it is also going to create a lot of disturbances between the relationship with you and your own siblings as well. It shows that kind of a competitiveness, that kind of a competitive behavior is going to be seen towards that thing. Even lot of criticism factor is going to get involved with this Saturn. Like these individuals, they nearly receive that kind of a heartbreaking moments in their life, where like they have experienced just death-like scenarios, near to death-like scenarios, because this is a very painful or very pain-giving Saturn. So like these individuals must have to have that kind of a hardcore belief system, so that they will experience that kind of a pain in their life. Apart from this, Saturn is also aspecting your 11th house. So that is the house of your incoming gains and professional friend circle. See, initially I will tell you what Saturn is going to give. It is going to give you a lot of desires inside you. The 3rd aspect, it is quite a malefic aspect of the Saturn, and that is going to be really far more challenging aspect rather than any other aspect. So it is going to give a lot of desires towards the 11th house, very big desires. Like they are the kind of individuals who believe in the practicality of the life, but when it comes to their dream, they are going to be like more of unrealistic kind of individuals. Because Saturn is going to give them that kind of a weird dreams, very big ambitions, very big desires, goals in their life. So it shows that overly ambitious kind of a personality. Although like depending upon the strength of the Saturn, yes, these individuals have the full ability to enjoy or to fulfill everything related to 11th house, whether related to money, professional friend circle, their gains, hopes, wishes and desire fulfillment. Because I will tell you, if Saturn is aspecting the 11th house, it is going to get amplify the desires, that malefic desires as well. But this Saturn is also going to give you that necessary willpower and courage with its 7th aspect on the 3rd house. So 3 and 11 houses, they are interconnected with each other. They are putting their efforts and they are receiving their incoming gains. But if Saturn is very weakly posited, it is debilitated in the 9th house, not very well dignified, so they are putting their 100% effort but not receiving anything in their life. So that is also pure karma. So that is why it is quite a dangerous placement of Saturn to be in. Specifically the trine houses, I will tell you, 5th and 9th house Saturn. If this Saturn is going to give you, this is going to give you like which you cannot handle. But if this Saturn is going to restrict you, it is going to restrict up to very large extent. Similarly, with the last 10th aspect, Saturn is going to aspect your 6th house. So 6th house, it is the house of your enemies as well. This is the house of your debt, loans, as well as the health and disease part is also connected with the 6th house. So first of all, Saturn's aspect on the 6th house, it is a very good aspect. And this aspect is going to destroy all the enemies that are present inside, around you. But this aspect of the Saturn is going to create a lot of conflicts between you and your friend circle as well. Because of the long lasting success, like suppose you are receiving that huge amount of success in your life, name, fame, recognition, money, everything is going to be in your life. So that jealousy factor from the 6th house, it is going to get arise. And lot of their own friend circles, they have the tendency to convert them into their worst enemies. So that is why they have to be very careful with the 6th house related things. Because I will tell you, you will not be able to differentiate between the enemies and your friend circle because of this thing. Also, like if you are applying for any kind of a competitive examinations, any kind of government organizations, like if you want to secure a good position into the government field, then I will tell you this Saturn is also very good. If you want to become a lawyer, any profession related to specifically legal matters, legal advisory firms, even the professions related to army, military, navy, even the pilot as well. So every profession is governed by Saturn in the 9th house, because this is the 6th house is the selfless service as well. So Saturn's connection with the 6th house, whether sitting in the 6th house or aspecting the 6th house, it is very easily going to take you into some kind of a government employee kind of a roles as well. But if Saturn is very weak, it is not very well dignified, then this Saturn is going to take you into field of a business as well. Because then the dignity of the Saturn is, if the dignity of the Saturn is weak, it means it is not going to support your in your 6th house as well. Then these individuals, they are having very firm conviction towards doing business. Even though, like suppose your Saturn is very well dignified, you are like working at some place, you are very good. But I will tell you, you will not be able to work into that kind of situations or that fields. Because when Saturn is aspecting the 3rd house, sitting in the 3rd house or even the 5th house or 9th house, Saturn is expecting lot of things from you. This is not going to give you that kind of a settled position like, okay, settle down and everything is going to be good. No. Here Saturn wants you to exert more and more potential. Exert more energy towards something. If you are doing one task, do 2 to 3 other tasks as well. Because I will tell you, experience is going to matter with Saturn. No matter even what is your education status, I will tell you. Suppose you have pursued your education into the doctorate field, into medical side. But if Saturn is into that kind of a placements, 5th, 9th, 3rd, even the Ascendant, it is going to take you into some different professions. Because with this Saturn, experience is going to matter a lot rather than any other thing. And how you are going to acquire that kind of experience by going into that kind of a practical life. Rather than the theoretical life, this Saturn is more focused upon the practical thinking. And that is why, like from the outside, don't judge these individuals like they are very harsh, very strict, very hardcore. Their personality is shaped in such a way because they have experienced all such kind of a things initially in their life. They have already experienced everything, but is living in the dreams, doing this thing, doing that thing. You know, that optimistic kind of a person. So they have lived that kind of a things. But Saturn is in the 9th house, it means they are already on the path of the practicality. They are already into the path of finding something, putting extra efforts, doing something. So that kind of a selfless service is deeply connected with the 9th house. Even, you know, I told you regarding karmas related to marriage and married life. This placement of the Saturn is definitely going to bring you a very karmic spouse. And that too depends upon your 9th house lord as well. But I will tell you, sometimes luck is going to support you into love matters, into marriage matters. Sometimes luck is not going to support you into love life and that kind of a thing. So never worry about that marriage and love life perspective, specifically with Saturn holding or controlling your 9th house. This thing is not in your hand. It is much better for you to go along or move with the energies of the Saturn. Surrender yourself to that planet and just go with the flow. That is going to be very, very easy. But if at some point you are going to restrict yourself, you are going to pull yourself backward, no, I don't want this thing, I want to fight with Saturn, then this Saturn is going to pull you down every time. So you have to be realistic and practical thinker throughout your life. Don't directly go with the third aspect of the Saturn. Don't focus much upon the 11th house. Focus on the 3rd house and 6th house. That is the beautiful aspect of the Saturn. So that's it guys from my side in this video. I hope you like the analysis. If you have any queries, any other consultations regarding Saturn placement, marriage, career or spiritual aspect, do let me know. I'm going to respond you back as soon as possible. Till then, please subscribe my channel below and make sure to hit the like button if you really enjoyed this video, and follow me on Instagram as well. Till then, please take care of yourself. I will meet you very, very soon in the next video. Bye-bye.